to me that you were a wonderful teacher and you made your class work hard, because those are the teachers that are like, and then in later years you can look back and go, Mrs. Reyna set the stage. So you were Pia's English, you were teaching English. Okay,
Yes.
so then she had to go on to UCLA, and I'm sure from what she had to do in your class gave her a little background to what she was suffering through at the university. What would you say to parents?
Thank you for your comments.
Well, they were Pia's, and
Thank you, Pia.
would I have repeated them if they were not good comments? Let's hope not. But what's your statement to parents? We've talked about that they should be involved, that they need to be involved, that that's the ticket for their children's success. I know out there, we've got a couple of parents who are going, yeah, well, they can say that, but my job as a parent is at school. That's the school's job. How do we help them past that?
Well, let's say to them, I would say to them, you're absolutely correct. We're the ones that, went and got trained to do that. However, when you, the parent, are also in the picture, and it doesn't have to be physically at school, because remember I said there are at least half a dozen different levels of involvement, and the earlier levels, the beginning levels, don't require you to be at school. But if you get involved, you will sometimes up to 10 times more increase the success of your child in school. So it's a matter of, I will say to you, okay, your child will be this successful to the maximum of our efforts without you. But, parent, please remember that a typical school child spends at least 70% of their time out of school, away from us. That's in your presence. And despite that, or along with that, if you will partner with us in the many different ways that parental involvement can occur, you will be increasing your child's success 2 times, 3 times, some studies show as much as 10 times more than what they would do just leaving it up to the teachers, no matter how good the teachers are. So that being out there, I would think that the parents would say, you know what, it's worth the effort. It's worth my getting involved. And even if the teachers at that school and the principal and the rest of the staff are the cream of the crop, the best on planet Earth, it's going to be even better for your child with you to also be in the picture. And if you want, we can talk about some of the simple ways that busy
Please
parents...
do. Yeah, that's what parents need to hear. So they hear my lectures.
Yeah, it's...
And, like when, we lecture our kids, and they begin to tune us out. Well, even though the audience out there turns us on, I'm sure they're going, oh, there's
so what can I do?
Okay, what is it that you want to tell them that they can do?
And here's the key thing they need to know. The earlier the parent starts getting involved, the greater is going to be the whole success for that child. The earlier, the better. So you don't want to wait till your child is 8 or 10, even though better late than never. Get involved. But if you start with your child before they even go to school, preschool, early kindergarten, and stay involved. Now, so you're poor, you're a single mom, you're tired. Can you do anything at home in addition to taking the walks, pointing things out to your child, look at that letter, spelling things out? Have books in your house. And I'm not saying you have to go to Romans or anywhere you shell out $50. You can go to the public library, check out books. You can go to, I love thrift stores. I love secondhand shops, antique stores.
You belong on this show. We're always,
I love that.
The thrift stores.
Go there and you will be surprised at a lot of stores here in Pasadena, a lot of high quality books for $0.25, 50 cents, $1. Have books in your house. Role model. Let the children see you. Read the daily paper. Read a magazine that you can buy at the thrift store for, 5 cents, 10 cents. Reading a book. read to your child. If you can't read to your child, then have older siblings, older relatives, neighbors, friends read to the child. Take your child to the library so they can go to the story hour and have someone else read to the child. Impress upon the child how important reading is and how important school is. Get them excited about it. When they come home from school at an early age, here they are, little kindergartner, little first grader, because you're starting early. When they come home from school, talk to them about school. What did you do today? What did you learn? What did you like best? As they're growing, when they're doing their homework, even if you don't speak English, even if you don't understand that homework that they're doing, you can still monitor, you can still make sure they're sitting down, you can make sure that they have a dedicated place to study, you can make sure that the television set is off.
Well, not right now.
Set is off. Right, not now. You know, there are so many things like this that you can do that don't require money, that don't require you to be at the school, and that are just second hand, because you as a parent care about your child's life. And you want to know what they did at school today, how they're thinking, how they're feeling. And then, of course, if the school calls you, go. If the school needs you, go. If you're concerned, you have questions, go. You know, work out with your neighbors, with your relatives. Can you watch my little babies while I go to school? The better schools will say, bring your baby with you, and they will accommodate the little baby being there.
Something
with you.
I have noticed on a regular basis is in the